You guys, look out there, right there, in Mahomet, Illinois, snowing. It is April 15th. It is snowing in Mahomet, Illinois. You might be asleep. You might not ever see it, but I'm just capturing this on video for you guys today. It is actually snowing in Mahomet on April 15th. All right, you're welcome. I got my stocking cap on just for safety reasons. All right, we are here today to break down the very end of Act 3, Scene 1. Some really important points are going to kind of take shape here after Caesar's death. So Caesar's death, big scene yesterday. This Scene 1 is just monumental in Julius Caesar, the entire play. Lots of things happening, lots of small things. Obviously, Caesar dies, and then what I'm going to kind of break down today is going to be talking about another character that's going to really come to the forefront of the play, and that's Antony. Okay, Antony had fled the scene. They killed Caesar. He was scared. Maybe they're going to come after him, so he leaves. A servant comes in and says, hey, Antony wants to come back and talk to you. Can he? And Brutus, of course, is like, absolutely, yes, no. Colt and Lane, I'm doing a video. Thank you. Sorry. So as Antony kind of gets word that they're not going to do anything to him, because remember, Brutus is blinded by the good of Rome. Everything's for the good of Rome. They're not going to kill Antony. He's not going to do anything. This was just to take down Caesar so they're not under a dictatorship. So he gets word that it's okay to come back. But in the meantime, you also see Cassius and Brutus kind of talking, and Cassius kind of voicing concerns because he is not blinded by this tunnel vision. He is very kind of a little bit more level-headed. He's very smart. He's very manipulative. He doesn't have those that tunnel vision of the good of Rome. So he sees Antony as a threat, but Brutus, he doesn't. And so, and again, Brutus overrules. And so that just is going to, to be the indecision. They're not going to hurt Antony. So Antony gets word of that, and he ends up kind of coming back to the scene. So he shows up. He's there with all the conspirators. He's there with Caesar's dead body. He first kind of addresses Caesar, showing, just saying things about how weak and fragile he looks at this time. Remember, like, this was his guy. Like, this was his leader, his most loyal person that he had in his life. And to see him like this is really, really, really painful and different for him. So he addresses them. Then he looks at all the conspirators and he says one more time, if you're going to kill me, please kill me now. It would be honorable to die right here next to Caesar with the same sword that killed him. Remember that. We're going to come back and talk about the sword, the swords that killed Caesar. Brutus assures him again, they mean no harm to Antony. They're not going to kill him, so that he's safe, and they want to kind of talk with him. So Brutus continues to kind of say, like, I know this looks bad, but like our hearts are in the right place. We're doing this for the good of Rome. Please do not think that this was an evil act. And this kind of triggers Antony just a little bit because he knows in his heart, even though Brutus really does think he's doing all this for the good of Rome, it doesn't set well with him. So they kind of stand there, and Antony's going to do something a little bit interesting. He shakes hands with every single conspirator, looks them in the face, man to man, shakes their hand, and makes peace with them. Again, I'm going to call this fake peace. He's really just looking them in the eye and being like, I'm coming for you. He wants to look at their face, know their name, and this is going to kind of spark his plan, which you'll see here at the very end of Scene 1 and later on in the play. So he shakes their hands, makes the fake peace, and then he asks a couple requests from them. Okay, Antony asks 3 things of Brutus and the other conspirators. 1, that he gets to speak at Caesar's funeral. 2, that he gets to, rephrase. 1, he wants to know exactly why they killed Caesar. He wants to know their reasons. 2, he wants to speak at the funeral. And 3, he wants to be the one that carries the body into the marketplace for the funeral. So of course, Brutus is like, yeah, of course, whatever you want. Like, you're our friend now. And he totally falls for this, whereas Cassius, again, is like, please, Caesar, or please, Brutus, do not do this. This is not going to be a good decision. And because of Brutus's tunnel vision, he gives in, and he's like, yeah, we'll tell you why. You can speak at his funeral. We'll do all of that. You can carry his body in. Everything's going to be good. You can do anything that you want. Again, this does not sit well with Cassius. At that point, let's see here. Sorry, I have to take a look at my notes. I honestly, at that point, that kind of ends the main part of it. But then we have Antony and Caesar's body on stage. And so this is a huge, if you need to go back and look at some lines, these are some lines that you definitely want to go back and look at. At this point, this is when the audience realizes what is Antony's plan. Antony's plan is to cause civil strife, war. Like, you did not just get to kill Caesar and get away with it. Like, I'm coming after you, and I'm going to raise an army to come after you. Like, this is going to be bloody, and this is going to be bad. So look back at those lines. They're really important because it does give the audience and the readers that information. But again, Cassius and Brutus have no idea because he's made fake peace with them the entire time. Okay. I think that, at the very end, you get word that Octavius, for you history buffs, Octavius is Caesar's, technically our textbook tells you it's his adopted son. I know there's lots of different ideas out there with lineage and things like that with Caesar. But Octavius is on his way, and he's going to team up with Antony as they kind of get this plan in place. Okay, this is not the last that you see of Caesar, technically, and his power and his reign. He will continue even though he's dead. There will be mention of him, and you'll see kind of the aftermath of what he was and who he was and his power in the rest of the play. And then this is the start of Antony. Like, crazy, complete character switch here. He's been pretty silent just by Caesar's side. That is no longer. Like, major shift in his character. And he gave you all of those details right here at the end of scene 1 of Act 3. Makes a fake peace. He started this manipulation plan of the funeral. He's going to take those reasons and he's going to twist them. We're going to see that soon. He's going to team up with Octavius and others, and he's going to come back and go after those conspirators, not to spoil anything. Okay? Hope this video helps. If you need anything else, let me know. So you had to read today, and then you have a Google form assignment for tomorrow. Again, the video today and the video from yesterday will help you tremendously with those questions. All right. Well, you're probably stuck inside. It is still snowing, sleeting snow as we speak. But I hope you all are well. I miss you, and have fun reading today. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.